They've gone a long, long way in this Champions League campaign, and while they might be tempted to think about the final, first things first, this semi-final hurdle to clear. Hello and welcome to a football stadium with a very rich history. We're at the Parc des Princes in Paris. I'm Derek Ray, ready here in the commentary position, and alongside me is the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfielder Stuart Robson. And now things get really exciting on the UEFA Champions League front. We're at the semi-final stage, and what we have coming up is the first leg. It's Paris Saint-Germain taking on Chelsea.
It could be cagey and it could be tight, but we've got some of the best players on view here, and they'll want to show just how good they really are. I can't wait for this tie to start.
Introducing the Paris Saint-Germain starters. Nuno Mendes plays with Achraf Hakimi in the fullback positions. Vitor Ferreira starts with Fabian in the centre of midfield. And the lead striker is Ousmane Dembele. And here's how it looks for Chelsea. Cucurella starts with Reece James in the fullback positions. And the idea is to have just the one striker up there trying to pose problems for the opposition. It should be a match to look forward to. Chelsea get it underway. James. Trevor Chalobah. Caicedo. They might be through here. In it goes! The first goal in this semi-final. And how important could that turn out to be in the grand scheme of things?
Well, let's take another look, and I'm not sure what the keeper was thinking there. Just look at his position. He made it far too easy for him to score.
So PSG restart the game. Can they come up with the right answer? Marquinhos. On to Mendes. Ferreira. Neves. Pacho. On to Vitinha. Kvaratskhelia. Now PSG moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? That's a good-looking pass. Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. Moises Caicedo. Fernandes. Cucurella. On to Caicedo. Enzo Fernandes. Now with Caicedo. Joao Pedro. Cole Palmer. On to Caicedo. Enzo Fernandes. Looking good again.
Yeah, but they need to make it count.
Through the middle. And watched on the way by the keeper. Trying to deliver it accurately. And Chelsea come away with it. Caicedo. Trying to tee it up. Trevor Chalobah. Well, it's a textbook example of dynamic passing. But then the one that fails to hit its target. Dembele. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Oh, that's splendid play. Real chance. And Chelsea have done it. It's going to be so difficult to stop them now.
Well, let's look at this again, because the transition when the ball changes hands is so quick, and the finish is really good. Low and hard beyond the goalkeeper. It's a lovely goal all round.
So back underway with the scoreline standing at 2-0. Willian Bacho. On to Mendes. Vitor Ferreira. Hakimi. And PSG pushing forward with options available. Kvaratskhelia. Well, the threat could be there. It's a perfect challenge. Marquinhos. Now with Kvaratskhelia. Fabian. Well, the cross that time completely overcooked. Enzo Fernandez. Advantageous situation here for Chelsea developing. Excellent vision. And there it is. But hang on, the flag has gone up and it's not going to count.
Well, it was a close call, but he is just offside. Good finish, mind you.
Willian Bacho. Now with Mendes. Bacho. On to Mendes. Willian Bacho. Marquinhos. Now with Vitinha. Fabian. Maybe dangerous here. Excellent defending. And the counter-attack looks on. And passing it well. Kvaratskhelia. Nice looking pass. Will it go in? And the keeper has possession of it. Neto. Out of play for a Paris Saint-Germain throw-in. Nuno Mendes. On to Neves. Kvaratskhelia. Dembele's in the centre. Joao Neves. And Fabian. And a tidy ball. Drifting infield. Oh, big opportunity. Nicely saved. And over it comes. Still not clear. Pacho. Oh, that's a clever ball. Really fine piece of defending play to break it up. And 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. Ferreira. And possibilities here. Could reduce the deficit. Well, you've got to give him credit for that piece of defending. And that is that for the first half here in the French capital. Well, I'll tell you what, Cole Palmer is really bringing his influence to bear on the proceedings in this game so far.
Well, you won't see too many better performances than this. He's been an absolute menace to these defenders today. And, of course, he's taken his goals really well.
Well, back underway, and Paris Saint-Germain facing an uphill climb after the events of the first half. Fabian. Dembele on the ball. Well, it's a tall order as they try to pull one back, but the passing game might help. Ready to break, perhaps? Pedro Neto. Oh, moving it nicely. Well, he prevented it from going over the line. Really good challenge. James. On to Caicedo. Now, what can Paris Saint-Germain do from this position? Chance to get back into it. Real chance. And the keeper there to deal with it. Favouring the short one. And he has players waiting at the back post. Well, it's great when you can rely on your keeper. Well, they could break at pace. Caicedo. Neto. How did they let that attack come to an end? Cucurella. On to Caicedo. And look at this! A goal! And it seems they're truly cruising to victory here.
Well, let's take another look. It's a really well-timed pass to break the offside line. And then the shot is emphatic. He strikes it with such power, the keeper has no time to react. What a good finish.
Well, the ball is moving again, and Chelsea are quite simply running away with this. Ferreira. Now with Pacho. And so 30 minutes left for play in this one. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Quick counter could be on. Is this the moment? And a really effective... Oh, touched onto the woodwork. Fabian. Now with Vitinha. Oh, great vision. Dembele. And nothing comes of the attack when all is said and done.
That was really good defending.
Moises Caicedo. Fernandes. On to Caicedo. Pedro Neto. And Chelsea have given us away. Vitor Pereira. Dembele on the ball. Now with Caicedo. Fernandes. James. Chalobah. Just like that, they have the ball again. Very effective pass. Oh, that's defending of the highest order.
What a tackle that was.
Neto.
Well, the fans are going mad here. They think that was a penalty.
Chance maybe to use their counter-attacking ability to good effect. "15 minutes left for play. Cucurella. Might be able to set up the chance. And watched all the way by the keeper. There has been plenty of limbering up from substitutes. And now both sides will make personnel switches. And short it is. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Hakimi. Here's Marquinhos. Joao Neves. Released it nicely. Well, goal kick, just as it was looking promising.
Well, in the end, a bit of a letdown because it was such good play up until that point.
Fabian. And PSG couldn't hang on to it. Pedro Neto. Moises Caicedo. Enzo Fernandez. Good visualization and execution. Palmer. Opportunity. Oh, and a penalty has been awarded. He's been influential today, but the manager decides to make a personnel switch at this point. And this might mean job done. Oh, and it goes! Now he has his hat-trick. A special moment for him.
Well, it's audacious, but in the end, a very good penalty, you have to say.
A lopsided contest, 4-0. Hakimi. Joao Neves. What about the stoppage time situation? 2 minutes the word. Will it be? Oh my goodness, monster tackling.
Well defended, that.
And that the final whistle. It's advantage Chelsea going into the return leg of this tie.
Yeah, and what a performance it was. You can see the confidence in these players. The belief has been growing with every game. This tie's not over yet, but they must know, barring a major upset, they're just 90 minutes away from the final now.